Keep on pushing for her dreams, and don't ever let it go. Hey guys, so, okay, so there's something I want to explain right now, and I apologize that this is going to be a late upload. So you're going to see it right away, obviously, but I'm going to try to upload this as soon as I can, when I can, of course. But I do want to let you know that I'm going to scrap my Twitter account because no matter what type of topic you want to talk about, everything turns political, and I'm kind of done with that. To be honest, I want to just get a fresh start. I want to get a new start. To be honest, I already know what my political stance is, but it's not something that I actually want to generally talk about. And no matter what the topic is, I don't want to be involved. Of course, there's nothing wrong with being involved in certain topics, like for example, the LGBTQ plus community and stuff. There's nothing wrong with being involved in that. The thing is, don't make every single little thing turn into politics. And that's what I've seen a lot lately, everywhere. And it's just, everything has become political, and I'm kind of done with it. I'm over it. And I just don't want to, I don't want to say anything as much anymore. That means, I want to do things. I want to be able to say things and follow pages that'll make me happy and help me feel happy, rather than trying to get myself not delved, sorry, that's the wrong word, like deep dived into politics. I don't want to get deep dived into politics, because no matter what platform you're on, I'm going to tell you guys this right now, because it happens to me too. Social media brain washes everyone at this point. Let's just put it that way, because it's always going to be one-sided. And so here's the thing. So let me explain about the whole LGBT thing. So I'm going to get onto this topic for a quick moment. I am not intending to make it political whatsoever. It's other people that make it political. And what I want to inform people of is there's a reason why the T is being left out of LGB, and there's a reason why all the other letters are being left out. And it's because the original, before transgender individuals became into the group itself, it was just a group of the LGBT, meaning lesbian, gays, and bisexuals. Sorry, not guys. I'm talking too quickly. So it was just like a group of, it was basically a community group of those that were gay, and they could just be themselves with one another and just be a community. Sorry, my cat just knocked something off my printer that he should not be playing with. No. Sorry about that. My cat's being a little mischief maker right now. So pretty much, so the original LGBT community, it was a community of a variety of different people, obviously, but then it was also a community that was supposed to be celebrating their differences and who they are as an individual. And it wasn't supposed to become, let's just say it wasn't supposed to become political at all. And over the years it's become more and more political, and to the extent that it shouldn't be. And it should not be as political as it's gone. And there's a certain group of people, I'm not going to specify anything, but I already know there's a certain group of people that make it very, very political. Sorry, I need to take a breath. Talking too quickly, too fast, too much. And even, so here's the thing. So this included some people from, this included some TQ people, as a heads up, but that's the original group was the LGBTQ from what I've learned. But I think it started out, before TQ was added, it started out as LGB, which I hadn't known of until I think I researched it and stuff. But pretty much as a whole, with the old LGBTQ community, it was a community celebrating people's differences and celebrating them for who they truly were. But it was also a community that didn't really involve politics as much as it's been involved in now in this group. And this is why so many of the people from the original LGBT group are so mad and upset with the people that have come into their community, because it's no longer the community that it's supposed to be. It's no longer a form of a community to the extent that it should be. I understand things change and stuff, but you can't let politics control your whole life, pretty much. And some people do. They allow politics to control their whole life and their whole mind. And this is why I want to try to veer away from that. I know and one of the things too is, I will admit, I've said a little controversial things on Twitter. Some people don't mind it, others do, and so I kind of just want to get a fresh start, just a brand new start. And so that's why I'm going to be deleting my original account, and I'm going to be creating a new one, and I'm going to be creating a different one, and just have a fresh start, because I want to be able to have a fresh mind, and a mind that will just help me, like, not necessarily erase politics, just like slowly get my mind away from it, so I'm not like too what's that word called? I don't want to say hot-headed, because I do get into some debates. So I really want to start a fresh start in terms of that, and I'm getting too politically involved, and there's a reason why I want to keep some stuff hidden and stuff, and like don't want to be involved as much as I once was. So I hope you guys can understand that. So if my Twitter account no longer works, I'm gonna keep the old one up there. Sorry, that's gonna take way too long to try to change every single Twitter thing in my description boxes. So I'll do that when I can, once I have time to, whenever I have time to. But I'm also going to just do a fresh start, and in the upcoming videos you'll see the new account. And I want something that reflects me. I want something that reflects me as me, and not, I don't want to be like I said, I don't want to do like be too political anymore. And so I'm just gonna like scrap that account as a whole. I'm gonna do, like, obviously, like for example, I love America's Got Talent. I love that show, so obviously I'm gonna follow them. I'm gonna follow other pages. I'm gonna see what pages I'm currently following, because I need to do that. There's a bunch of other stuff going on in my life, but I feel like if I just like take a break from politics, it'll help refresh my mind, and it'll help me be happier. Because the more I dig deep into it, the more I end up debating, and I'm not like, there's too much debates going on, and so I'm like, yeah. Like, and also like in terms of those that are transgender, I understand like some are like way too overly political, to be honest, and the ones that are overly political and the ones that basically allow politics to control their lives are the same type of people that the original community does not like, just as a heads up. Like, don't push anything on anyone at that point. Like, don't try to force anything on anyone. Like, I understand not everyone that is trans, because there are good transgender people out there, but like, there's people that do align with the original community, but then there's others that don't align with the original community. And these are the ones, no offense, but these are the type of people that are causing problems everywhere. Like, you are literally causing problems everywhere. You're causing problems within politics, you're causing problems within the community itself, and you're causing problems just everywhere in life at this point. Like, seriously, I promise no offense to anyone, but you are. These people, the ones that are overly political, are the ones that are like, you're the ones causing problems, you're the ones causing arguments and fights and debates and stuff, and it's like, if someone doesn't agree with your decision to be transgender, you can't force that on them. You can't force them to be okay with that. Like, there are going to be people, like, I'm not saying I'm transphobic at all, but there are going to be people that are transphobic, and you have to learn to deal with that, and you have to learn to live with that. Like, that's, like, sorry, that's gonna happen in life. There's so many different things and events that happen in life that we can't always control ourselves. And so it's like, and it doesn't matter if it hurts us, because it's things are gonna happen that are gonna hurt us. Things are gonna be like, they're gonna be different. Changes are gonna be made. And the thing is too, it's like, everyone, no matter what someone does with their own life and with their own bodies, you have to assess the dangers of it too. Like, do your research, do your due diligence, research it, and make sure that it's not actually dangerous. Do as in-depth research on the matter if you can, like if needed, especially if you're questioning it. If you're questioning something that you feel like you need to do, but in reality you don't actually need to do it, and it's something that you just want to do, then reassess that. Think it over first before going forward with anything else. So like, definitely just think it over and do your research. Like, for example, those who smoke cigarettes 1 pack a day, like, this is just an example as a heads up. So those who smoke cigarettes 1 pack a day, like, most people, when they do that, they know the consequences of it. They know that they're going to be coughing up a lung. Not coughing up a lung, but some people do cough up a lung, if you know what I mean. That's an expression, by the way. They don't physically cough up a lung. But then also there's a bunch of different negative effects of that. It can cause so many different types of diseases. It also, I think it causes COPD. I forgot what that stood for though. I need to double look into that. It also causes, and for some people, if they do it long enough, like I've seen these commercials on TV all the time where it's like, it makes a hole in their throat because they've smoked so much. And it's like, for those that don't know about the consequences and say they want to try to start smoking a cigarette, look at the negative effects of that, please. Look up the consequences, look up what it can cause, look up what it can, how it can actually negatively impact your immune system, because essentially, I'm very weird because I have a fear of death. I don't know why, but I do. If you have a fear of death, please let me know in the comments down below, because I don't think I'm the only one that has a fear of death. But I do. Anyways, so and I have a point to that. So sorry to any smokers out there, but I'm going to point out right now that for those that are heavy smokers, especially the heavy cigarette smokers, so you're basically slowly killing yourself by smoking cigarettes. That's what I've heard from someone else. I've learned that from someone else. You are like I said, these are the heavy cigarette smokers. So you're literally so basically what this does is it kills your insides, and so you're literally slowly killing yourself if you smoke a cigarette. And I have other reasons why I don't smoke. I don't drink either. I have my reasons as to why I don't drink. That's just a completely different story that I would love to get around to, but not going to at this moment. So yeah. So I don't do anything. Literally, I don't smoke cigarettes. I don't smoke pot. I don't smoke. I don't smoke anything. I don't take anything. I literally just try to do natural remedies as much as possible. The only thing that I do, so it sounds weird because it's like there's been debates on this too. It's fine to talk about debatable topics as long as it doesn't turn political. That's another thing I want to point out. Like, you can definitely debate topics as long as the topics don't become political, because that's what's annoying everyone at this point. Like, no matter what topic someone's trying to talk about, it just turns political. Like, just stop. Please just stop already. So, like, a debatable topic is like coffee, but like with coffee, that's also an addiction. Like, it's a form of an addiction, but it's not like for example, it's not like an opioid addiction though. It's not that type of thing. It's not that bad of an addiction. But then also there's been studies saying that coffee can be very healthy for you. So it's like, but then also I've also learned, and this actually is ironically not accurate, but it's actually very, very weird. So in terms of coffee, you're actually not supposed to drink it in the morning when you first wake up. When you first wake up, what we should all be drinking is water. I actually happen to have water right here. I promise this is not an ad. I do love life water though. And it's because they're 1 liter bottles, and I like almost pee. And so technically we're supposed to be drinking water, and I understand not everyone does that. They want to be able to have their morning coffee before work and stuff. But technically we are supposed to be drinking water in the morning, because it's not actually, the thing is, what happens when you do that, you'll be awake for a short time and then you get tired about mid-afternoon, right? You feel sleepy at like say 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So what I read online one day, I don't know how I found this, I just found this one day. Somehow I found this one day. And so I found out that apparently the best time to drink coffee at is 2 p.m. And I've tried that multiple times and it actually works. It gives you that peak of energy. It gives you that peak of, I don't know how to explain it. It just gives you that peak of energy and it wakes you up. And I'm someone that doesn't drink, I try not to drink coffee a lot, but then I got down the Starbucks train, so I'm just gonna say that. And that's like the main coffee that come up for me, along with the International Delight homemade coffees. I love that stuff because I like experimenting with that stuff. And I like to do that when I need to save money, actually. I do still have my Starbucks kick though, because I like Starbucks too much. Oh, that reminds me. I'll be back in a sec. If I don't trip on my computer. Okay, so I got some food because I like their brownies, FYI. And I'm not going to point out this location because it is for privacy reasons pretty much. But whoever did this, thank you, because it actually made my day. So they, I'm going to try to cover that part as best as I can. I hope you guys can see that writing on here. Sorry if you can't. Hold on. I hope you can read that. So that totally made my day. So thank you for whoever did that. So yeah. So, and if some of you know, some of you might know. Hopefully, most of you don't. But still, some of you might know. Hopefully not. Because I don't know how often they do that, but I like when locations do that too, because it's like, they always, it's so weird, because it's like, how do I put this? I'm not even trying to cry, but it's always like, they tend to like, it's the weirdest thing ever, because they tend to know like, not know, but they tend to like, it's always on days when I'm like, either being like overly tired or I'm like overly stressed, and I have nothing to be stressed about, to be honest, right now. Sometimes I do get a little too stressed out, and so there's that, and then, so it's like they always do it on the perfect days. Like different locations have done this with me, by the way, and so it's like they do it on the days that I need it the most. It's always on a day that I need something like that the most. So just like, it's just the weirdest, not weirdest, it's just interesting. But I enjoy it, so I don't mind it at all. So that made me smile. And yeah, so, and yes, I do have Starbucks coffee in the freezer because I need to do my real estate stuff. And I'll explain that later. I'll explain what I've been doing with that, because I'm trying to be wise and smart about it. Since I know that the actual test is gonna be super long, so I really need to get going on that. But I'm also hungry. I shouldn't. I need to eat lunch first. Yes, that's a brownie, by the way. And I was debating on eating that, but I'm like, no, I need to eat actual lunch first, but I'm also debating if I want to eat that first. Actually, okay, so I do have a question for you guys. Sorry this has gone on long enough. So I just wanted to explain the whole Twitter thing, so that's going to happen immediately. So you're obviously going to see that. So the next upload I do, you'll see the new, hopefully you'll see the new account. So I'm going to explain my reason behind all that stuff. And, okay, so please let me know. So here's this. Has anyone eaten dessert basically before lunch or before dinner before? Like, have you ever eaten like a brownie or a cookie or ice cream before lunch, before eating a lunch meal, or not even a meal, but like a lunch item or a dinner item? Please let me know in the comments down below if you've ever eaten dessert before lunch or dinner. I hope that makes sense. If you, for example, like I'm about to eat a brownie before you eat actual food for lunch. So that's like my example. So just please let me know in the comments down below if you've ever eaten a dessert item before lunch or dinner. Thank you. See you guys later. Peace out. Bye. It takes persistence, dedication, and determination to keep on going.